I went to art school. My major was sculpture, but I became interested in performance and in making things that made sound, very simple things. This was in the 1970s and there wasn't a lot of technology then for sound, but I just liked resonance of things, pans or pots and water. And I was attracted to the idea of manipulating wire in a manual way, acoustically. And so I was trying things like I had a large studio space. I installed one string from wall to wall and I bowed it, but it didn't do very much. So I was mystified as to how to make anything with this sound or with this idea. And but one day I walked past it and it made a very loud tone. So it was truly by accident. Resonance is a feedback system and it's a delay, okay? And so if you are a musician in a room that has been treated for sound and there's no resonance, it's very difficult to feel inspired. So you really need to hear, I would say, the sound that you make and extended by resonance, and then you start to be able to interact with it. So I mean, it's really a basic thing that doesn't only apply to my instrument, but in my case, I work with partials, overtones, and every time I install it, I adapt to a new room. But I find that I come prepared with the composition, and the composition, maybe alters. I alter it based on, how much space I have. I can alter it in a very simple way. If a room is longer, I can go down into lower frequency. It's remarkably actually similar in all rooms for my experience. I mean, the piece may sound quite different timbrally, but I don't know. I think after all these years, I feel at home within this space of the instrument itself, wherever it goes or in the world, it's somehow the same. The time that I require to install, normally about 5 days. And the 5 days, first just getting the basic strings in, but because this is an installation, it's not something self-contained that I can walk in with. I have to allow the string to settle. If you put new strings on a guitar, they have to stretch out for a day or two. Same here. And the whole instrument is, it's all, the tension on the installation needs to settle, like all the pieces of wood and everything are pulling, and the wire itself. And so it sounds best just under the breaking point. So that's where, I continue to tension the string. I also apply rosin for bowing, so because I'm bowing the string lengthwise. Well, that's about as good as I can do right now.